90% of vehicle owners throw away cash at detailing centers, spending thousands on tasks they could accomplish themselves. Here's the surprising part. Auto technicians and professionals conceal these vehicle tricks that protect your budget significantly. A single method might preserve thousands in professional services, and you likely have no idea it exists. Before spending another cent, discover these 17 automobile cleaning methods nobody told you about. Do not skip anything. This content protects your finances seriously. Let us begin immediately with method number 17. Dishwashing liquid floor covering restoration. Your vehicle mats endure harsher treatment than nearly every component in your automobile. Road salt, dirt, frozen precipitation, soil, unidentified substances, everything accumulates right there. Rubber coverings, particularly, begin appearing worn and filthy eventually, and most individuals either purchase replacements or simply accept the unpleasant condition. This is what professionals perform that requires approximately 5 minutes and expenses virtually $0. Remove your coverings, wash them using water, then coat them with a combination of dishwashing liquid and water. Utilize a scrubbing tool to clean thoroughly. Wash completely and allow them to air dry under sunlight. Desire to make them appear brand new again? Once they have dried, spread a lightweight coating of tire gloss or a rubber conditioning product. This restores that rich, dark appearance and provides a defensive coating against deterioration and color loss from ultraviolet radiation. Your coverings appear as though you recently purchased them. This complete procedure expenses perhaps $2 in cleaning solution and conditioning product. Replacement floor coverings expense $150 based on your automobile. Professional detailers demand $40 simply to wash your current ones. You completed it personally in your parking area while enjoying a podcast. Auto technicians are not attempting to assist your savings. They are attempting to increase service income. Recognizing the distinction is valuable for thousands of dollars throughout your automobile's lifespan. However, wait. If that floor covering method just protected your money, this following one is going to astonish you completely. Method number 16, shaving foam mirror anti-fogging solution. Visualize this scenario. You are operating your vehicle during rainfall or on a misty morning, and your exterior mirrors are entirely worthless, blanketed in moisture droplets or condensation that make viewing anything behind you unachievable. Most individuals simply acknowledge this as normal for operating in poor weather conditions or purchase costly anti-fog products that scarcely function. This is what auto technicians refuse to share with you. Standard shaving foam performs the identical function. However, there is a requirement most online methods overlook. You require authentic foam shaving product, not gel formula. Apply some straight onto the mirror surface. Take a dry fabric and distribute it uniformly across the complete area, like you are providing your mirror a luxury treatment. Allow it to remain for approximately 2 minutes, then polish it away with a fresh dry fabric until the mirror becomes perfectly transparent. This is the ironic part. Auto technicians understand this method. They have been utilizing it on client automobiles for years, then billing $50 for expert fog prevention application. Currently, you possess better knowledge. The shaving foam deposits an invisible water-repelling layer that deflects moisture and stops condensation for weeks. Rainfall simply forms beads and flows directly away instead of blocking your visibility. Currently, you possess the secret knowledge. This following one will 100% astonish you. Method number 15. Hair conditioning product tire gloss. Your tires constantly face environmental elements, sunlight, rainfall, road chemicals, brake residue. Everything makes them appear lifeless, washed out, and dehydrated. Commercial tire gloss products expense $10 to $15 per container, and half of them deposit a slippery residue that splashes throughout your automobile's exterior. However, this is what detailing professionals have understood forever and never considered sharing. Hair conditioning product is the hidden tool. Correct? That product residing in your bathroom currently. It is formulated to hydrate and provide shine to hair, and it accomplishes the identical result to rubber. Simply spread a modest quantity of conditioning product to a fabric and massage it into your tires using circular movements. The conditioning product soaks into the rubber, recovering flexibility and returning that rich, dark appearance. It does not splash like inexpensive tire gloss products, and it persists for weeks, even during rainfall and automobile washes. Desire to elevate it to the following level? Utilize conditioning product with ultraviolet defense. It will genuinely defend your tires from sun deterioration and early splitting. Auto technicians demand $40 simply to polish your tires during a detail service. They are genuinely utilizing variations of this identical method and increasing the price 16,000%. Honestly, who represents the actual wrongdoer here? You would be astonished by this following one. Method number 14, infant cleaning cloth steering control miracle. Your steering control is genuinely revolting. Consider it carefully. Natural oils from your palms, perspiration, soil, food particles. Everything contacts that control and simply accumulates gradually. It develops that dirty, adhesive sensation that no quantity of cleaning appears to repair. However, this is the hidden tool that detailing professionals utilize on every individual automobile. Infant cleaning cloths. Correct, those items you utilize to clean genuine infants. They are mild enough not to harm leather, vinyl, or polymer, but powerful enough to eliminate all that accumulated dirt and oil. Simply take an infant cleaning cloth and scrub your steering control. Observe years of dirt simply vanish in actual time. It is strangely gratifying. The gentle cleaning substances in infant cleaning cloths remove all that accumulated residue without harming the material below. Functions on leather, vinyl, polymer, everything. Your steering control transforms from biological hazard to display room quality in less than 3 minutes. Auto technicians demand $20, $30 simply to clean steering controls as component of an interior detail service. You completed it for approximately 10 cents with something you likely already possess at home. They have been utilizing this precise product for years and behaving like it represents some exclusive detailing secret. The complete automotive service sector depends on you not understanding this information. Well, currently you possess this knowledge. Discussing hidden secrets, this following one preserves your time and money. Method number 13, rubber protective covering pet fur elimination. If you possess a canine or feline that travels with you consistently, you understand the challenge is genuine. Pet fur everywhere, embedded in the cushions, trapped in the floor covering, floating in the atmosphere. Vacuuming scarcely addresses it. Adhesive rollers are a disappointment that only eliminates surface fur. However, this is the expert groomer's method that somehow transferred to automobile detailing professionals. Standard rubber dishwashing protective coverings. That is everything. Wear a pair of rubber protective coverings and massage your palms across the cushions and floor covering in brief, rapid movements. The rubber generates friction that captures the fur and collects it into bundles that you can simply collect with your palms. It is extremely effective. It seems like deception. This functions because the rubber produces static electricity that draws fur, and the surface generates sufficient grip to extract embedded fur from the fabric materials. You will collect more pet fur in 2 minutes with this approach than you would in 20 minutes with a vacuum device. It is genuinely astonishing how effectively it functions. Detailing professionals demand $50 to $75 for pet fur elimination, and this is precisely what they perform. They simply do not publicize it because the mystery is financially beneficial. Complete expense. Perhaps $5 for an inexpensive pair of protective coverings if you do not already possess one. You simply preserved yourself hundreds, in future detailing expenses. This following one will astonish you. Method number 12. Silicone coating door closure protector. Your door closures are rubber strips that maintain water, soil, and sound outside of your automobile. However, gradually, they dehydrate, split, and begin adhering to your door structure. That irritating squealing sound when you open your door. That represents dehydrated closures requesting assistance. More seriously, split closures allow water leakage into your automobile during rainfall, generating mold, corrosion, and electrical difficulties. Most individuals disregard this until it becomes too late and require costly closure replacement that expenses hundreds of dollars. However, this is the technician's secret. Silicone coating. That is everything. Coat a lightweight application of silicone lubricating product on all your door closures, trunk closures, and hood closures. Utilize a fresh fabric to distribute it uniformly and remove any surplus. The silicone soaks into the rubber, recovering flexibility and stopping splitting. It also prevents the closures from adhering and squealing. Perform this every 3 to 6 months, and your closures will persist the complete lifespan of your automobile. The science supporting this is beautiful. Silicone generates a defensive barrier against ultraviolet radiation, extreme temperatures, and moisture. Your closures remain soft, flexible, and operational, instead of transforming into fragile strips of worthless rubber. That detail center was billing you. How much for closure conditioning? Correct, considered so. A container of silicone coating expenses $5 and persists for years. Auto technicians understand this stops costly repairs eventually, but they would prefer selling you replacement closures when yours split. Your automobile is appearing quite good currently, but let us address something that sounds unachievable. Method number 11. Compressed atmosphere dent correction. Minor dents in your automobile are irritating. Door impacts, hail deterioration, small collisions from shopping carts. Body centers demand $200 to $500 per dent for paintless dent elimination. They make it sound like some specialized technical procedure that demands years of education. However, this is what they refuse you to understand. For particular types of dents, you can repair them personally with compressed atmosphere and a heating source. Correct, honestly. This is how it operates. Heat the dented location with a hair drying device for approximately 2 to 3 minutes until the metal becomes hot to contact. Then immediately coat the location with compressed atmosphere, like the product you utilize to clean keyboards. But hold the container upside down so it coats cold liquid. The rapid temperature transformation causes the metal to shrink, and the dent genuinely pops outward on its own. It represents basic physics. Metal enlarges when heated and shrinks when chilled. The sudden transition generates sufficient force to pop shallow dents back into form. This does not function on deep creases or harmed paint, but for small impacts and hail deterioration, it is almost supernatural. The complete procedure requires maybe 5 minutes. Body centers demand hundreds for the precise identical outcome. They simply utilize fancier equipment and bill accordingly. Complete expense, maybe $10 for compressed atmosphere if you do not already possess it. You simply preserved yourself hundreds in body center charges. Currently, let us discuss something that stops major corrosion deterioration. Method number 10, WD-40 Underside Defender. Your automobile's underside receives constant punishment. Road chemicals in winter, water, dirt, debris. Everything splashes upward below and remains there gradually, consuming away at metal parts. Corrosion begins developing on your structure, exhaust arrangement, suspension components, and before you realize it, you are examining thousands in corrosion repair or even structural breakdown. Dealerships provide undercoating services for $300 to $600. They make it sound critical, and truthfully, it somewhat is. But this is what they are genuinely performing: coating WD-40. or a comparable corrosion prevention product throughout your underside. You can perform this personally. Obtain a couple containers of WD-40 and a coating nozzle extension. Elevate your automobile or utilize ramps to access below. Coat WD-40 generously on all revealed metal areas under the automobile. Concentrate on the structure, suspension parts, exhaust supports, and anywhere you observe bare metal or surface corrosion beginning to develop. The WD-40 removes moisture and generates a defensive barrier against corrosion. Perform this once or twice annually, particularly before winter in locations with road chemicals, and you will stop thousands of dollars in corrosion deterioration. Auto technicians understand this functions. They simply prefer billing you hundreds for expert undercoating. That is fundamentally the identical thing in a fancier container. You would be extremely astonished by this following one. Method number 9, cabin filtration oil droplet method. Your cabin atmosphere filtration maintains dust, pollen, and contamination outside of your automobile's interior. However, this is something dealerships conveniently neglect to mention. You can make your automobile smell incredible and enhance atmosphere quality with one simple addition. When you replace your cabin filtration, place 2 to 3 droplets of essential oil straight on the filtration before installing it. Lavender, eucalyptus, peppermint, whatever fragrance you prefer. As atmosphere flows through the filtration into your cabin, it transports that fragrance with it, naturally refreshing your complete automobile without those unpleasant chemical atmosphere fresheners that attach to your vents. This functions because the filtration is formulated to distribute atmosphere uniformly throughout your cabin. The essential oil becomes distributed in microscopic quantities, sufficient to smell pleasant without becoming excessive. It persists for weeks or even months, based on how much you operate. Dealerships market cabin filtrations with integrated fragrance beads for $30 to $50. You completed the precise identical thing for the expense of a few droplets of oil. Maybe 25 cents valuable. Auto technicians have been performing this in their personal automobiles for years. They simply do not inform clients because marketing premium filtrations is more financially beneficial. Before we reach the genuinely game-transforming information, perform me a favor, press that appreciation button. We invest hours investigating these methods, and it genuinely assists us create more content like this. Completed? Excellent. Currently, let us discuss something everyone encounters. Method number 8, vinegar windscreen streak eliminator. Your windscreen is intended to be perfectly transparent, but somehow it always possesses streaks, smudges, or that strange coating that makes operating at night nearly unachievable. You coat costly glass cleaning product, remove it down, and somehow it appears worse than when you initiated. This is the technician's secret that genuinely functions. White vinegar and water. Combine 1 portion white vinegar with 1 portion water in a coating container. Coat it on your windscreen and remove with crumpled newspaper, not paper towels, because those deposit streaks and lint. The acidity in vinegar eliminates the oily coating, insect residue, and watermarks that standard glass cleaning products cannot handle. It represents the precise identical science those costly glass cleaning products utilize, except you simply created a complete container for approximately 50 cents. The newspaper is essential here. The surface and ink combination generates the perfect streak-free finish. Expert window cleaning professionals have been utilizing this approach for decades. Automobile detailing professionals simply repackaged the identical concept and began billing $15 for premium glass application. Auto technicians utilize variations of this method on client automobiles, then bill for specialized windscreen cleaning. You are spending for marketing, not effectiveness. The genuine cleaning formula expenses pennies. This following method is astonishing. Method number 7. Baking powder paint mark eliminator, bird waste, tree resin, tar marks, insect splatter. All of these substances do not simply appear unpleasant on your paint. They are genuinely acidic and can permanently harm your clear coating if you abandon them on too long. Most individuals scrub forcefully with a sponge and scarcely make advancement, or they purchase costly tar, eliminating products, and specialty cleaning products. However, this is the secret formula auto technicians have been utilizing for years. Baking powder and water. Create a paste with 3 portions, baking powder, and 1 portion water. Spread it straight to the mark and allow it to remain for 5 to 10 minutes. The baking powder's gentle abrasiveness and alkaline characteristics break down acidic pollutants without scratching your paint. Softly scrub with a delicate fabric in circular movements. The mark removes directly away. Wash with fresh water, and the location appears factory fresh. This functions on tree resin, tar, bird waste, even old insect residue that has been baked on by the sunlight. Detailing professionals demand $50 to $75 for paint decontamination services. They are utilizing this precise approach or slight variations of it. A container of baking powder expenses $2 and will persist you years. Currently, let us discuss a difficulty that destroys interiors. Method number 6, rice condensation eliminator. You enter your automobile on a cold morning and the windows are entirely fogged upward from the interior. Condensation everywhere. You operate the defroster. Remove the windows with your palm, and 5 minutes later, it is fogged upward again. It is irritating, dangerous, and it generates the perfect environment for mold and mildew development inside your automobile. This is the simple repair auto technicians know, but never share. Rice. Correct. Standard uncooked rice. Fill a minor fabric bag or even a fresh sock with dry rice. Secure it off and abandon it on your dashboard or under your seat. The rice performs as a natural desiccant, absorbing surplus moisture from the atmosphere inside your automobile. This stops condensation from developing on your windows and prevents that musty odor from appearing in your interior. Replace the rice every few months or whenever it seems damp. The complete setup expenses may be $1 for a cup of rice and an old sock. Dealerships market moisture-absorbing products for $10 to $20 that perform the precise, identical thing. They are genuinely just silica gel packets in fancy packaging. Rice functions equally effectively and expenses almost zero. This following one stops a major difficulty. Method number 5, pencil graphite ignition repair. Your automobile's ignition cylinder possesses tiny metal pins inside that align when you insert your key. Gradually, these pins become sticky from soil and absence of lubrication. Your key begins becoming harder to rotate. Eventually, it might become trapped or even break away inside the ignition, abandoning you stranded and confronting a $300 locksmith bill. This is what locksmiths and auto technicians understand. Standard graphite from a pencil represents the perfect lubricating product for locks and ignitions. Massage soft lead pencil, number 2, functions great throughout your key. Ensure you coat the grooves thoroughly. Insert the key into the ignition and rotate it several times. The graphite transfers into the lock cylinder, lubricating those pins and making everything rotate smoothly again. Never utilize WD-40 or oil-based lubricating products in locks. They draw soil and make the difficulty worse gradually. Graphite is dry, does not draw debris, and persists for months. This 30-second method stops ignition difficulties that might abandon you stranded. You would be astonished by this following one. Method number 4, the fuel closure hook you never observed. This one is not precisely a cleaning trick, but it stops a $3,000 repair disaster. Therefore, provide attention. Following time you are at the pump, open your gas door and genuinely examine at the interior of it. Observe that small hook or slot. That is not a design flaw or random piece of polymer. That hook is particularly formulated to hold your fuel closure while you are pumping gas. However, approximately 95% of operators entirely disregard it. They allow the closure dangle and drag against the paint, or they position it on top of the automobile, or even worse, they place it on the dirty gas pump where it collects road dirt and debris. This is why this matters. Allowing soil to reach on your fuel closure means that soil can reach into your fuel arrangement when you secure it back on. That leads to blocked fuel injectors, harmed fuel pumps, and eventually complete engine breakdown. We are discussing approximately a $3,000+ repair bill, all because you skipped a 2-second step. Simply hook your closure in while you pump. That is everything. Your paint remains scratch-free, your fuel arrangement remains fresh, and you simply preserved yourself thousands. You are appreciated. Currently, let us discuss creating your own cleaning products. Method number 3, DIY automobile wash solution that defeats everything. Neglect $15 containers of automobile wash cleaning product with fancy marketing and promises they cannot maintain. This is the formula that auto technicians and detailing professionals have been utilizing forever while behaving like it represents some exclusive secret. 1/4 cup liquid dish cleaning product, 1/4 cup baking powder, and a bucket of warm water. That is everything. The dish cleaning product eliminates through grease, road dirt, and insect residue like nothing else. The baking powder provides gentle scrubbing power without scratching your paint. Together, they generate a foam that cleans superior than 90% of the overpriced products at the automobile parts store. Wash your automobile with this combination utilizing a microfiber mitt. Wash thoroughly with fresh water and dry with a microfiber towel. Your paint will shine. The cleaning product washes entirely fresh, and you simply created a complete bucket of automobile wash solution for under $1, maybe 75 cents, if you purchase the big containers. Detailing professionals utilize variations of this precise formula all the time. They simply rebrand it, place it in fancy containers, and demand $15, $20. You are spending for marketing, not effectiveness. This one will astonish you. Method number 2, wash automobile in shade only. Most individuals consider washing your automobile in direct sunlight is acceptable. You can observe better. It dries faster. What represents the difficulty? However, this is what expert detailing professionals understand. Washing in direct sun is genuinely one of the worst actions you can perform to your paint. When cleaning product and water contact hot paint in direct sunlight, they evaporate almost instantly. This abandons behind watermarks, cleaning product residue, and streaks that are nearly unachievable to eliminate. Those minerals in the water become baked onto your paint by the sun, generating permanent etching that dulls your clear coating. Always wash your automobile in the shade or on a cloudy day. The cooler surface provides you time to wash the cleaning product entirely before it dries. Your paint remains spot-free and maintains that deep, glossy shine. This simple timing transformation makes a massive distinction in how your automobile appears after washing. Simply wait for shade or a cloudy day. Your paint will appreciate you. Complete expense, $0. Simply patience and superior timing. Trust me, you will be astonished by this one. Method number 1, WD-40 Battery Corrosion Destroyer. Battery corrosion is that crusty white or blue-green accumulation on your battery terminals. It appears unpleasant, but more importantly, it generates electrical resistance that stops your battery from charging correctly. Your automobile begins possessing electrical difficulties. The battery dies early. Eventually, your automobile refuses to start at all. Dealerships and auto technicians demand $50 to $100 to clean battery terminals and spread corrosion defense. They make it sound technical and complicated, but this is the reality. It requires approximately 5 minutes and expenses basically $0. First, disconnect your battery negative terminal first. Always coat WD-40 straight on the corroded terminals and allow it to remain for a few minutes. The solvent breaks down the corrosion. Scrub with an old toothbrush or wire scrubbing tool. The crud comes directly away. Remove fresh with a rag. Reconnect your battery. Positive first, then negative. Desire to stop future corrosion. Coat a lightweight application of WD-40 on the fresh terminals before reconnecting. It generates a defensive barrier against moisture and acid vapors that generate corrosion in the first place. A container of WD-40 expenses $5 and handles dozens of cleanings throughout the years. You simply preserved yourself hundreds in unnecessary battery services while maintaining your electrical arrangement operating perfectly. If this content simply preserved you a couple $100 on your following automobile clean, or made you recognize you have been overspending for basic services, press that appreciation button and smash that subscription button. Your wallet is going to appreciate you for remaining around. Anyways, there are more secrets auto technicians refuse you to understand. Press this content to understand them. You will not regret it.